And then that's taken the place of these sacred ceremonies. It's taken the place of this way of life, often taken the place of taking these steps that I do to know the land, to hear the birds talking amongst themselves, doing what they do on our Mother Earth as Creator put them. And brothers and sisters of creation don't have to worry about these things we do. They're still a living being in the way Creator's made them, only changed by the hand of man, the destruction of these beautiful places, these natural resources, these forests, these rivers. So we have to teach and we have to show. It's times like today when we can talk about time immemorial. We're still here today. We see the damage that has been done, the harm that has been wrought. And we seek and we strive to do what we can in some small way, in our imperfect way, to act in the sacred, to help teach, give, heal, love. For these were the ways that our creation was given and made. It was not through harm and destruction. These good things were born out of love for our Creator, to us, for us, that are here today. The ways of our ancestors that were passed down since time immemorial, these sacred ways, that knowledge, even the sacrifice, the people that have died, the wars that have been fought, the injustice that has been wrought upon our people. It still exists today. This intergenerational trauma that we all carry. For through all these destructive policies against us and our Mother Earth as Indian people, we are still here. Every generation has been a little bit more broken than the next, but yet we have survived. We are still here. We're still in our sacred ways, in our indigenous ways, our old ways. Even as I wear their modern clothing and I walk upon this land with their technology in my hand, I still have a Nimipu heart. We're made on this land. We'll always be here. Creator made us in this place to always be here and to call this home, that we can go back to our land as we have come, fight for our land from which we have come. The bones of our ancestors will protect in our imperfect ways, in our ignorance, in being naive. We have to humble ourselves to call to those things that we know we don't know. To show that respect and appreciation, that honor for those who do. Reach out to them. We have these leaders and these medicine people still too in our communities. We can go to them. We can help them go to the people. We can mend that hoop. We can connect our old ones to our children in a healthy way, not thrust upon them by the parents being in addiction, or being in trouble, or not knowing how to parent or run a home. But we can build up our people. We can build up our hearts, one person at a time, one family at a time, one home, one community. We can make ourselves whole. We can help each other heal from this intergenerational trauma. I love my Mother Earth and I love my homeland. I love the people. So I try to speak for them in a good way. I try to act and walk in a good way, in my imperfect way. I know nothing about nothing, but what little I do know, I try and use in a good way to speak for those who come after, to represent my wife, my children, my parents, my relatives, friends, my homelands, my community sweat house brothers in that Spring Creek. I do my best to speak and represent for these places, to remember that those are come after, to continue to go to those places in a good way, and to bring those children with me. Here's the wisdom of my wife, who asked me for my leadership, to help our hearts, to help our spirits. It was in that way that I learned that I was selfish in what I was doing. I could do more to help my family. And that was by humbling myself, becoming humble, maybe forgetting some of those things I was learned on my own and the wrong way, sideways, so that I can go back into that circle. How can you fill a cup that is already full? So as I empty that cup, I fill my spiritual basket, which can never be filled. All the goodness, all the prayers, all the love. I'm gonna go in the sacred way. So I ramble about these things because they're in my heart now. To be a better husband, better father. So I just wanted to give a little bit of this of myself. That I could